Hey YouTube, it's Tiny Man here again. I got some questions I stole from another YouTube user, and I thought I'd answer them. It's like an agnostic asking atheist questions, and I thought they were pretty interesting. And I'm not very good talking in a vacuum, so I figured I'd answer these questions, clear up my position maybe a little, because I haven't done a video talking about my atheism at all. The first question is, when did you become an atheist? Was there a special reason, or have you always been an atheist? Were your parents religious? I became an atheist when I was 17. No real big reason. I just didn't believe in God anymore. No, I haven't always been an atheist. I was a deist at one point, and I'll probably make a video about that sometime later. Were your parents religious? My mom is fairly religious. My father's very religious. But religion was never really a topic in our household, so not that big of a deal here. Question 2, why do you choose atheism over agnosticism? I don't. I just think that the way they define the words, I think they can both apply to me. It's just, atheism is a lack of belief in God. Agnosticism is a lack of knowledge of God. If I don't believe in God, I obviously don't have a knowledge of Him either. So I consider myself both an agnostic and an atheist. I don't prefer one over the other. I prefer atheist, it's just the title I'm used to, so I guess that's a good enough reason. There are lots of scientists who support religion. Why is that? Einstein was agnostic. Okay, yeah, again, agnostics can basically be considered atheists. They don't believe in God. Stephen Hawking is agnostic. I've never heard him actually come out and say his position, so if anyone has any links to that, that'd be great. Newton was Christian and did not even believe that his own theory was godless, and lots of scientists say that science actually confirms the Bible. Newton lived, over 200 years ago. So his idea, he wasn't around before Darwin, before Einstein. His ideas have advanced since then. And most of philosophy has advanced since then. Reason, we know more now. So, while Newton was probably one of the smartest men who ever lived, not all of his positions can be considered relevant today. Many scientists say the science actually confirms the Bible. I'd actually without any citing a specific case, what do these scientists say? Does it confirm the flash flood of Noah? I don't know. But question 4, there are actually science facts in the Bible and Quran which are unknown at the time. Why is that? The Quran creation story is pretty similar to the Big Bang Theory, and the Bible talks about the amount of stars and the Earth is round. You can Google some. Okay. Again, I like what scientific facts are in the Bible and Quran. I can't really mention it without any an example. But man at that time was not completely stupid about the way the world worked. In Alexandria, in Egypt, they had been teaching that the world was round over 2,000 years ago. So it doesn't surprise me that some of the religions might have caught on to that. According to the Quran being similar to the Big Bang Theory, I'm not an expert on the Quran. I can't really comment on that, but there are 20,000 known religions. I mean, one of them might sound a little bit like what happened. One part of it might. The entire religion, no. Do you try to convert theists? Why or why not? Theists will never know if... Oh, that's a different... Okay. Sort of. I mean, I'll talk about it. I don't actually go out of my way to. But if a Christian challenges something I say, I'll debate them. And this is part of question 5. Theists will never know if they're wrong, because if they die, they stop existing. But they die without worry, thinking of heaven, for example. Isn't it better to believe in a lie which makes you happy than a truth that makes you unhappy? Some atheists are unhappy because they don't see a purpose. Lots are happy, of course. I don't know, I guess that's a personal preference. I would much rather prefer to know the truth than not know the truth. So that's just based on opinion. Question 6: If alien life was discovered with the same religion as what if alien life was discovered with the same religion as one here on Earth? I don't know. I don't know if it would give it any more reasonable evidence. It's just because two people thought of the same thing doesn't make it evidence. But it would probably show some form of reasoning, that might give it some credence, but no physical, practical evidence. Okay, not really a strong question, but just think about what it means. Okay, that was part of number 6. Question 7: What would convert you to theism? What would you consider to be proof of God? I don't really know. I guess there's logical points against almost anything I could consider evidence. The best argument I've ever heard is, for the best answer to this question I've ever heard is, if there is a God, He knows what would convince me. I don't really know what would convince me. Question 8: Would you prefer to God and an afterlife? I personally would prefer a God that awards good people and punishes bad people, like in most religions, and a place like heaven sounds a lot better than rotting in the ground. Yet most atheists say they want to prefer a God. Why? No, I don't really think I would prefer there be a God and an afterlife. For the main reason that I don't really know if I would want to live forever. That doesn't sound all too pleasant to me. Nor does the idea that you be punished, like as in most religions, because in most religions all punishments are eternal. Now, if you were to say, God punishes people, if you're a murderer, He sends you to hell for 1,000 years, that's not eternal. So maybe that would be a lot better. I don't know. But no, I don't think I would prefer there be a God. Question 9: Hypothetically, God actually exists and you die and find yourself standing in front of Him, what would you say? I don't know. That'd be pretty comical, though. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I'll have to get a line ready before I die to present if that is actually the case. Against all expectations, after you die, you find yourself existing and find that. Okay, that's fine. Question 10: Would it be okay to kill someone if you were not caught? No, it would not be okay. Murder is murder. That's it. And those are all 10 questions. I'll post them in the side link in case anybody had problems understanding what I was saying. Alright. You guys have a good night.